as usual, we're going to find out if the Ineos is the best 4x4 on the planet that is actually being made right now. So, as usual, we look at the 10 features of a 4x4 car and see if we can finally get maximum points. Points. Because I'm not a VIP, I'm not actually allowed to go in here, but inside the traction system, it's actually an all-wheel drive, which means it's 4x4 all the time, with traction being sent to different types of wheels. But as standard, it has a centre locking diff, and you can actually ask for differential locks front and rear, as well as low range. This actually has absolutely everything, so it's absolute maximum points for all of that. So the next point, as usual, is ground clearance. Look at this, there is a humongous amount of ground clearance under there. We'll check out the amount of ground clearance later on, but it's amazing from stock. There's an amazing amount there, it's incredible. Which means also the wading depth is also amazing. It has 800 centimetres. Only one car, I think, which beats that, which is I think it's the new Defender, which has something like 900. So this is amazing out of the box. So we're getting maximum points there for wading, getting ground clearance, etc. The next one is angles. But what they've done, they started from scratch, and the angles here are amazing. Look at this, it's got a pert little butt. They built this specifically to have a really good ground clearance. Underneath though, something which is a bit surprising is that the protections are underneath. Actually are a little bit low, but the angles are amazing. Underneath, I can't believe this actually. Again, it's got protection all the way underneath, and you can see this is probably the lowest part. Can you see that? All the way along. So it's a long base vehicle, so obviously the breakover angle is not going to be the best, but it's still pretty good. Another front angle again is very, very good. Look how high up this is. It's amazing, but as you see again, when you put protection underneath, it does lower it a little bit, but still it's quite amazing. So we're under the car just a second ago, and we always look at point 6, which is the chassis now. The chassis is, against all the current trends, body on frame. So they made it specifically for body on frame. It's extremely tough, and so it has that, as you would expect. And then one thing which you will not find now on any car are the solid axles. Now this has solid axles not only at the back, but at the front too. Isn't that like amazing? So it has the whole kit and caboodle. So let's go now to the wheels. And I know lots of people have a fetish for wheels. Well, when they were building this, there was a little bit of controversy because some people said, oh, this has to have like 15s, 16s. And in fact, it doesn't have either of those. It comes with 17s and 18s as standard. And basically, what they've done here is made sure there's plenty of space here to fit high profile tyres. So it's got a lot of space there. So it was being built specifically with this in mind. You can actually get steel wheels on here. So here they've gone for the 17-inch wheel, okay, which is the smallest one you can get, but they've gone with a 265, which is extremely wide, just in case you're wondering, a 70 profile, and it's a 17 inch as I say. So here you can put on an 18, and you could, there is quite a lot of space here too to put on bigger wheels. We'll have to see in the future what happens to, well, the accessories that they have for this car. Right, that's point 8. Let's go to point 9 now. 4x4 features. Now, this was designed specifically to have as many 4x4 features as possible. It's bristling with them all over the place. On the inside, you have grab handles, you have special ergonomic seats. Everything inside is really, really tough. On the outside, as standard, have a look at that. Check out those sidebars. Look at that, steel, really firm. Absolutely amazing. We have this special tool rack here, so you can hang lots of different things on there. Even if you don't need them, it will look extremely cool. All the way along here. all around you've got bars and you've got a gutter up there. Oh look, you can actually make it move. It's unbelievable. And then round the back here, it's got a huge spare wheel that comes there. Come on, come round, don't miss it. The other thing, apart from the huge spare wheel, you've also got something that I love. I have a fetish for ladders on cars. I love them. This one has a strong ladder, and it has an amazing feature, which is the door opens. Here, you have one part just open, so you can get your luggage, get your luggage, or you can get your shopping there from Sainsbury's or Walmart. You don't have to open the whole back of the car, so it doesn't damage that idea. You're not actually held back when you're in a very small space, because you wouldn't want to be with this car. So, as far as 4x4 features go, it's difficult to actually see any other car that has been built with so many features out of the box as from standard. Now, something that actually might let it down a bit is number 10, which is extra project features that you can get for this car. Okay, so let's go around the front. So basically, project features. Now the thing is, this car isn't even on the market. Now this is March 2022 and it hasn't even been launched yet. You can order it, but you can't. So normally what happens is you get the 4x4 accessories and project parts from ARB and other companies once it's out on the market. So it's not actually going to get all of the full points for this actually, simply because there aren't many made. They do make them, obviously. You can get the locking rear and front differentials already. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what they make additionally for this, like winches, for example, or suspension that you can also buy to lift the car up even higher. So in the future, this will definitely have so many parts for it. It will be absolutely unbelievable. They haven't built this car to be one that is used in 4x4 competitions. They've got this idealistic idea of like this being on a farm and having special pallets in the back that people carry, and it's been made specifically for that. But you'd actually wonder in the end who this vehicle is actually for, because it's really expensive, but at the same time it's so well made that it's going to be desirable for a huge amount of people, a very wide range of people who have enough money and just are into 4x4s in general. A few years down the line, I think we can see an absolute amazing project coming out of this car that are just going to blow people away. So it's finally, so we can say that this car, I haven't driven it, because you can see the amount of accessories, the look, the feel in the flesh for the first time. This car is absolutely amazing. So will it get the full 30 points out of 30? Well, you're going to have to wait to see at the end when I'll actually give you those points. But right now, it's looking pretty good, isn't it? So, well, if you've liked this video, then, well, I'm just going to touch this snorkel with it because it's so beautiful, beautifully integrated. If you liked it, then like, subscribe, and if you're going to drive away, just got here in time. Yeah, it's alright, we've just finished it for our channel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you an important person?
I'm sorry. No, he's the driver.
He's only a driver.
We're driving the car.
Oh, he's only a driver. I thought he was somebody important.
Well, that's what is important.
Just driving. Just driving. Well, he is important. He's important. Is it?
The drivers are the most important guys.
Are they?
Did you finish or did you
No, I'm just lacking the test drive of the car now. If you just let me give it a quick spin around.
We can't. It's not allowed anymore. The track is closed for test drive.
Oh.
Tomorrow we'll be here all day.
Okay.
And the day after as well, so you can come back whenever.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, we will be downstairs. That's where we do the demos.
Okay.
We have 2 cars with us.
Yeah.
Anytime you come, we can put you in a test
Lovely.
drive.
Thank you.
Of course. I mean, you're not allowed to drive it by yourself.
I know.
It's co-driving because it's prototypes, but
okay.
But you don't need more time. It's dark?
No, we're okay. Yeah.
Okay, amazing.
Great. Okay, let's go around there. Come on then. Say bye-bye. It has lights as well. It's a special 4x4 lights because, well, they work in the dark, down dark lanes. That's very nice. So they do have they might actually be able to have a little driving here, but there'll probably be a huge queue, so I don't know. But anyway, that was nice, wasn't it? So diff locks, we've got the diff locks.
We only have the central one right now in this prototype, but we will be able to have front and rear
diff locks,
electronic diff lock and a mechanical one for the central diff lock.
All right, can you actually activate the central one now or not?
It's already it's blocked the central, but we're in high.
High at the moment.
High at the moment. Later on, we'll put the low gear.
Oh yeah, look down there. Yeah. Okay.
So, are you ready?
Yeah, absolutely. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
That's interesting as well. Yeah, it's got all of the typical things that you'd expect for a 4x4 here. With the angles,
you have
the tilt,
and menus and road books. But the thing is that the electronics is not so still or developed yet. It's a prototype version, and first generation of prototype. We have now second generation of prototypes, but not to be used in this event.
Yeah. Okay. It's amazing to be in here in the car, because it's sort of something that you always think about and imagine, but you never think it's going to happen to you.
So
yeah, it's a little bit like eventually dreaming about meeting Dolly Parton, and then one day actually meeting you. Well, actually, dreams can come true.
Dreams come true.
And this is one of our, like, for a 4x4 person, this is almost like a fantasy, to be in this car. Obviously it's far too expensive for people who are not royal family to buy, but so I'm going to enjoy my first and only trip in Ineos, and not even driving it, not allowed to drive it.
Not yet.
Not allowed.
Not.
If you let me drive it, I'll buy it.
So I'm afraid
I can give you a €50 deposit.
I'm afraid that's not possible, but we can talk to the regional manager if you are interested on buying the car.
Okay,
for sure.
So we're going to go on this circuit a little bit.
Yeah.
See what it's like. So you're going to put it in first. Are you going to put it in low range for this?
In low.
Yeah. All right, and you can. All right, and you're putting it into the gear shifter. Yeah. All right. So we go. Good to have a good breakover angle here, because these humps are actually quite steep, so if you had just a normal breakover, you'd get stuck on here like we did in our touched on the Sorrento earlier on, but it doesn't quite have the same. This is making light work of this so easy. Actually, it's quite comfortable. Actually, it's a little bit strange here with the footwell here. It's not that comfortable actually. So you can see the lean angle here. Look, on those.
This is lateral,
lateral,
and front rear.
So it's got your special under there. It's like tilt and something else, which I don't know. Yeah, this is a bit. So I have to sort of sit at an angle here, because there's a little bit strange down here in the footwell. There's a little bit of a place to put your foot, but I'm sort of at this angle. So that's one thing which I'd say is strange. I don't know if that will be the final version, but it's got one of the most essential things you should have in a car, which is a fire extinguisher. They're obviously expecting the worst, and you got the windows here at the top.
Yeah, this nice. Can be removed, and you can jump over the car through this.
Wow! In case of it, you need to escape.
To get stuck in the middle of the river or whatever.
You can actually swim out with your snorkel and your flippers on. Excellent.
So now we'll go into first gear. With the low
range.
Low range. And we'll try to climb as low as possible. Okay. Just to see how the traction system works.
This has actually got AT tyres rather than mud terrain, so it's just making light work of this. It's not particularly muddy today, but that's absolutely excellent. Yeah, in general it's okay, but I'm not comfortable in the car because of the foot position for passengers. So I'd say that is one thing which needs to be thought about, which I hadn't know. There's enough headroom for me. I'm quite tall. Okay, it's actually at the minimum, so if you're it's not that much space here actually. So there are a couple of things related to that. What's it like at the back? Is it nice in the back?
Yeah, it's very comfortable.
Yeah, it looks very spacious, isn't it? Loads of grab handles here, so just in case you start getting scared. Right, it's going to go down quite a steep slope. Here we go. Braking. You can see here also the angles. The outside temperature today is 0 degrees, so that's not working either. It's a prototype, so don't worry.
Yeah.
When you buy it, it'll all be fixed, and the passenger place will be just as uncomfortable. So this is great. Look.
So now I'm gonna stop braking.
Yeah. Okay. Just see how good the low range is.
I'm not braking at all now.
Yeah. Lovely. Okay. Well, there you have it. This has been the inside and a little bit of a test run. And if you liked, as I say, give us all the likes up and thumbs up and bells and everything. So see you soon on Easy 4x4.